What is CAS latency, CL, in RAM and why does it matter? Imagine your computer is like a busy kitchen, and the RAM is the chef's assistant. When the chef asks for ingredients, how quickly the assistant hands them over can make a big difference in how fast the meal gets cooked. That's where CAS latency comes into play. CAS stands for column address strobe, and latency is how many clock cycles it takes for the RAM to respond after receiving a command. Think of it as the delay between asking for data and actually getting it. If the CAS latency is 16, it means it takes 16 clock cycles for the RAM to start sending the data. But remember, this is measured in clock cycles, not seconds. The actual time depends on the RAM's speed or frequency, measured in megahertz. Higher frequency RAM has shorter clock cycles, so even if it has a higher CAS latency number, it can still respond faster overall. For example, a RAM module running at 3200 MHz with a CAS latency of 16 can respond quicker than one at 2000 for 100 MHz with a CAS latency of 19. This is because the faster RAM has smaller clock cycles, reducing the delay in nanoseconds. Why does this matter for gaming? Well, games need quick access to lots of data like textures and game physics. Lower CAS latency means the RAM can deliver data to the processor faster, which can cut down on input lag and boost frame rates. Especially in games that relying heavily on the CPU, faster memory response helps keep gameplay smooth. When choosing RAM for gaming or high-performance builds, look for modules with a low CAS latency relative to their speed. For example, DDR for RAM at 3200 MHz with CL16 is usually better than the same speed with CL19. But keep in mind, newer DDR5 RAM might have higher CAS latency numbers, yet its much higher speeds often make up for it. It's also smart to consider both the frequency and CAS latency together. A balance of high speed and low latency provides the best overall performance. Remember, in gaming, every millisecond counts. Faster response times can make your gameplay feel more responsive and help you achieve higher frame rates. So, when building or upgrading your PC, check the RAM specifications carefully. Picking the right combination of speed and CAS latency can give your system a noticeable edge, especially in demanding games or tasks that need quick data access.